KARK-4 News at 12:30.
We are joined in studio with 501 Life magazine editor Stephanie Brazil to talk about the November issue. Stephanie, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So I know that checking this out, we got a lot of sweet stuff going on, which I understand is the title of this month's magazine.
That's right. It's the theme of our issue, The Sweet Life. Lots of different stories that tell us sweet things going on in Central Arkansas, but we did feature this wonderful charcuterie board of chocolates and caramel apples and lots of goodies on the cover.
And we do have some caramel apples here. We actually have one that's sliced up. I'm going to grab a slice while we're talking. And this relates to one of the articles I know, which is the Candyman can, which is all about someone locally who makes some of this stuff.
That's right. David Lister at Kilwins in downtown Little Rock is actually from the United Kingdom.
Oh.
He came to Arkansas for work, met his future wife, and they married more than a decade ago.
Oh.
And ultimately, he got involved with Kilwins, bought the franchise here, and they create 70% of their products in the store. So it's really interesting. In the article you learned that they have to stir this caramel for almost 2 hours.
Wow.
Then they have 20 minutes to dip the apples. And this time of year, they're dipping 600 apples a week.
Wow. Oh, yeah, especially for the fall.
Right.
It's kind of the thing.
So popular.
By the way, they're delicious.
They have fudge, they have chocolate, they have ice cream, and just about anything sweet that you can think of, they're dipping it there. So it's a fun place to visit.
It is. It's a ton of fun if you've never been to Kilwins. And so that's kind of the literal sweet side.
Yes.
But I know there's a lot of other sweet things going on in the magazine. For example, the Rural Fire Show is something that I know you guys cover in this as well.
Yes. The Department of Agriculture's Forestry Division, they honored rural firefighters. And they say that about 90% of firefighters in Arkansas are volunteers. So they are really next door heroes. And 650 people from around the state attended that in October. So that's a really sweet service that they provide their neighbors, and we wanted to honor them.
And I know there are a lot of other articles, but one that I definitely want to highlight because of the visuals of it is the poetry in motion at the end, which has to do with a type of bird, avian, that's happening in Heber Springs.
Right. For 31 years, the trumpeter swans, a flock of trumpeter swans has come to Heber Springs, and this is the time of year when they're arriving between Halloween and Thanksgiving. So if you want to drive over to Heber Springs and see them, they'll be there till about February. We have directions in our article, and you can learn all about that from Linda Henderson. We also have an article about Main Stage Education Series, and that happens at Reynolds Performance Hall. And in the last 6 years, 55,000 students.
Wow.
I'm sorry, 52,000 students. That's still a huge number. Have attended the theater there, and that's a wonderful program that they offer.
And these are all articles that you can read in this month's edition. Stephanie, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you, Katrin.
Of course, you can pick this up. Make sure you check it out. And after the break, we are going to be dialing for dollars. Don't go anywhere.